life's so weird. Let's look at this little partial shelf real quick, and then maybe that other stuff. I read this to my kids a couple of times. It's a pretty good book. The Hobbit by Tolkien. It's interesting. He had to go back and rewrite passages after he wrote Lord of the Rings. This dude was good buddies with C.S. Lewis. And Tolkien and Frank Herbert, who wrote Dune, there's a lot of parallels. Tolkien's like the fantasy version of Frank Herbert, and Frank Herbert's like the sci-fi version of Tolkien. And they're both processing World War II in their works. And the works are metaphorical for World War II in a lot of ways. I've read this. I've not read this, but I've seen all the movies, the Peter Jackson movies. I'll read it sometime, probably. I mean, this anniversary edition is really beautiful. 50th anniversary edition. Wow. I love that. He and C.S. Lewis and some other writers were just like friends that met up at this like tea shop in a department store all the time and talked books and their worlds and stuff, and they were similarly obsessive in their approaches, interested in language and things like that. Tolkien, I've watched a couple documentaries on him. He's a really interesting writer. And, you know, it's crazy. I mean, I feel like snobbery against genre is really kind of dumb, because genre is a literary innovation, you know, to like not only tell a big human story, but also invent a world with languages and mythology and culture and interactions and landscape. He draws heavily from Welsh mythology. The books I did read a lot as a kid were the Prydain Chronicles, and those also draw from Welsh mythology. Some might say I read Bargain Bin Tolkien, but I don't know. I think those books are really good and have merit on their own. And I seem to recall not liking the fate of the character Elonwy, but that doesn't mean these aren't great books. Got this cool, like, shiny cover of the short stories just set in that world. Always had such good covers. Oh, not that one. This one was my favorite. That was like a real big flop for Disney. It killed their animation for a while. I think I don't know. I can't remember if I liked it or not.